everyone, it's Rob here again and welcome to another video. Now it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, it's a long weekend and I'm heading down to Mackenzie Falls. So I just left Halls Gap and there was a sign there saying it was about a 20-kilometre drive from there. And the roads are pretty twisty and windy. There was a warning saying camper vans may not be suitable or caravans may not be suitable to come along these roads. And it reminds me a lot like the Great Ocean Road, and I've only just started, really. So be careful and take those speed recommendation signs carefully, or actually take them, because the roads are pretty twisty and windy and you don't want to go flying through here, even though it's, say, 80 kilometers an hour. Just be mindful of that. So we made it. It didn't take too long from the town. That 20-kilometre drive only took us about 10 to 15 minutes. So it looks like all the cars and people are starting to head in now. So let's get down there before this place gets absolutely crowded. But first, I just want to have a quick look around the car park and see what we've got. So we've got this old stone structure here. So I'll cut through here. Looks like it's a covered picnic area of some kind. Got some nice hardwood tables to sit at in here. Looks like there used to be a fireplace or chimney there, but they've covered that over. It's a nice little setup they have here if you want to have a lunch under cover if it's raining or whatnot. Got tables over here and all scattered around this area, which is a pretty big car park in all. So maybe on these super busy weekends you might not find a park and you'll be parking all over the place, but if you come early enough, I think you'll be right. I've just got an information board here. So there's a few lookouts to walk to. Got Cranages Lookout, Mackenzie Falls, Zumstein's picnic area, 3.5 kilometre walk. So that's going to take a while, an hour there, an hour back I'd say, but Mackenzie's Falls is only 635 metres from this sign at the car park. So let's make our way down there and see what it's like today. Signs everywhere here. I always like it when places are signed well. I've been to towns before that don't have much signage. It's very hard to find the start of walks, but here they've done a great job and it's just signs galore. It just shows you where everything is, so you absolutely can't get lost up here. So big thumbs up to the signage. Oh, and I was just about to walk the wrong way. Big thumbs up for all the signage and parks, Victoria or whoever's managing all this. Big thumbs up. So let's hope down the bottom they've done a great job as well. So I'm at the lookout now. The path was super accessible here. I believe there was a disability wheelchair sign, so accessible for all. And let's go down. Well, my fear of heights kicking in again. This is the lookout. And now we have the falls just there. So I think in terms of access going past this point, wheelchair accessibility, or if you've got a disability, unfortunately I think it ends here, because they have another sign. So it's a steep track with 260 strenuous steps. So keep that in mind coming here. If you don't feel like you can walk up, well, down and back up 260 steps, maybe just have a nice look from this lookout. It's only about 200 meters from the car park, and you know, we've got some rocks here to sit on. It's just a lovely lookout. So if you don't think you can do the 260 steps up and back, that's fine. You'll still get a lovely view from here. Anyway, I'm going to continue down and let's go see what it looks like from the base. Okay, so these are the steps we're going to be pretty much going down. It's just step after step after step, and when it first started it was kind of a step, 10 meters of path, step, 10 meters of path, so on and so forth, but you're getting a lot of consecutive steps here. Thankfully they have this rail leading from the top all the way down to the bottom, so if you really want to see it, you have this as a bit of a guide. And yeah, if you're not too great on your feet, they've got this trusty rail here, so they've tried to make it as accessible as possible for all. So another thumbs up to Parks, Vic, and whoever else is part of putting all this together. We're about halfway down the track now, so we've got a lovely view of these waterfalls and streams just behind me. There's been a lot of rain lately in Victoria, a lot of flood warnings or flood watches, so I'm not sure if this is the type of water you'd expect all times of the year, but coming in the wet season, I'd say there's been a decent amount of rain. This is what you'd expect to get. But anyway, this is only halfway down, so let's keep heading on. So here's a bit of a look at some of the steps you're going to encounter coming down here, and they are quite steep, so make sure you're not too steady on your feet, grab onto the rails, and even if you are, like me, I'm pretty good on my feet, but the steps are all wet, so I'm going to even hold the rails heading down. So this is just a little bit of a picture of what you're going to get heading down to the base. And there we have it, Mackenzie Falls. There's a lot of water coming over right now, and it looks great, but we're not right at the bottom just yet. There's this large pool down the bottom here, and I know there are fences. I've seen videos online that people do come down here and swim. So let's keep tracking along. So it's pretty loud down here. There's a lot of tourists that are starting to come down the stairs. I can see them all up on the cliff now. So this is a very popular spot. Like I said earlier, maybe better to try and come earlier on in the day rather than battling people for a car park to come and see these magnificent falls. I hope you can make it here in person because this is great. This is a really lovely place to come. Like I said before, there's been a lot of rain, but it's lovely. So, from the base of Mackenzie Falls, we have another sign pointing us in the right of when you come off the staircase, leading to a place called Fish Falls. So, I'm going to go for a walk down there, and I'm glad they've put in this man-made iron or steel staircase, otherwise it'd be rock scrambling over wet rocks. So it's 1.4 clicks, or 1.4 kilometers from Mackenzie's Falls, and hopefully it doesn't take too long, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too strenuous either. So let's go for a walk down to Fish Falls. So on the walk here, it's a real tranquil walk. There's lots of cascades, as you can see just here behind me. Not as loud as Mackenzie's Falls, but the views are still pretty great. Uh-oh. I'm not sure about this one. It's stepping stones across, and I am not confident about this. I'm not sure. Some people in front of me have obviously done it, so I might put the camera down and see if I can actually do it. Well, I made it across somehow, and I hope I can make it across on the way back. So I'm not sure if that's a normal flooding or what, but keep that in mind if you ever come here. You might have to turn around on your way to Fish Falls. Here we are, we're coming up to Fish Falls now. So there's our sign, Fish Falls. Let's go have a look what it's like. Nice flat rocked surface up here. Don't like going close to the edge, but here we are. We're here. And that's Fish Falls. Whoop. From the top anyway, it looks like we can go down to the base, so we might go for a walk around and see what it's like around there. So everyone, that's Fish Falls right behind me, and it is actually really lovely as well. all the waterfalls I've come across on this trip in the Grampians have been spectacular. So if you get a chance to come down to the Grampians, Halls Gap, really anywhere in Victoria, you're going to get these beautiful sights. But the Grampians, these are the types of views you're going to get. So I'm going to wrap the video up now, guys. If you like the video, feel free to give me a like. If you have a comment you want to make on the video, if you enjoyed something about the video, please feel free to give me a comment. And if you really like the video, please think about subscribing, because it pushes me to get out more, go and see more, and film more to upload online. So I also have a few more videos from this trip that I'm going to upload. So if you're interested, have a look, click on my name and look at my recent uploads, because they'll all be around. So until next time, guys, stay safe, camp safe, I'm out.